Maybe by the time I get one of these to publish correctly, I'll get it right. I don't know. I'm having a terrible time today. Please excuse the way I look and sound because my dental work is still a mess. I'm still in the demo phase, and it's going to be a while still. Going to get appointments set and get rolling. I had some other things I had to take care of first. So we're 23 minutes into this video. Sometimes using an antibiotic can be, you have to bear with my S's please, can be a lot like trying to go squirrel hunting with a cannon. And the reason that I say that is because some antibiotics are what they call broad spectrum, and they'll kill, do a moderately good job at killing a wide variety of bacteria. Other antibiotics are more targeted to specific types of germs. And this is very rudimentary information. I don't know a whole lot. So if you know more than I do, you're welcome to skip this or add to it or put a comment below or what have you. But it does pay to have a little bit of information so that you can know what kind of questions to ask and be part of the decision making process when it comes to yourself and your family when decisions need to be made. Um, there are several different types of antibiotics. They pretty much, as far as I understand, are going to be guilty of friendly fire, and they're going to start killing the bad guys and the good guys indiscriminately. And that's where you kind of run into problems. Now, for years and years and years, we've been told that after you take an antibiotic or during taking an antibiotic, you should eat yogurt or take acidophilus. Or acidophilus is a probiotic, and the one that I purchased at my local kind of a convenience store, I guess you'd say, um, was less than $5. There's 60 in the bottle. That's only a 10-day supply for the way that they would like you to take it to help rebuild those colonies of good germs in your lower gut. Now, most of you have heard some of the commercials for the yogurts that are specifically targeted. Well, they talk about them for regularity for your bowel, but they talk about the different strains of antibiotics, and this has four different, or not antibiotics, probiotics. This has four different strains in it with a 60, I guess it's right, 40 million, I think, per bacteria, whatever, I don't know what you call them, per serving. And you have to look at the bottle and see what a serving is. I can't remember. So, having said that, different types of antibiotics are best used for different things. And when they do the little culture in your throat, they might be doing a quick strep test for your throat, which they can tell right away. They also might do what's called a throat culture. They swab your germs on a like a petri dish, I guess, and they start to grow it out and grow it for a certain number of hours in a warm environment. And then they actually take the antibiotics. What my doctor told me is still in use, the method is still in use. They actually take the antibiotics. They're either already on the petri dish or they put them on after. I don't know. And they actually count to see how well each antibiotic killed the germ so that they can pick the best one for your particular illness. I think that's about all I wanted to cover here because I want this sucker to publish this time. But when you want to rebuild the colonies of good germs, what I read was that the ideal balance is 70% good germs in your gut and 30% bad germs. So I don't know what else to call them, but bad germs. But I also heard, saw that 70% of your immune system is in your lower gut. And I think I read yesterday that 90% of your serotonin is in your gut. I really don't know much about this. I need to read a lot more. But it's the very basics. And I'm going to move on to another topic here and close this one. And I'm not going to say that little thing at the end of the video. Thank you.